Must be running out. All right, I believe we are recording.
All right, the meeting's called to order at 6:07.
Perfect.
All right. We're going to review and approve the tree trimming invoices for 2025.
Yes. So as promised at our last meeting, I was receiving a couple of new invoices that I want to approve for the 2025 year. So they hit the 2025 budget. I have one of them. I'm literally any minute about to get another one. So this one's 23,500. What I'm hoping to do is get you to vocally approve it, and then we will get signed, check out, and a warrant. It'll be on the next warrant as our prepaid. At least you guys will have it approved verbally for this year. So I have a $23,000 one, and I have a $9,000 one coming in for danger trees. That's the one I'm waiting on any second. What that will do is we have $120,000 budgeted for tree trimming. That will get us up to all but 9,000 of it. So 111,000. So we have $9,000 remaining. The question would be, the state obviously wants us to spend that budget in order to submit for tree trimming. Something we talked about last meeting was getting that money spent. I know that was something, John, I think you brought up.
Yeah.
So my last question would be, do you want me, Laurel Lake could use the tree trimming. Laurel Lake, the right of way that goes from Parsons up to Laurel Lake is a cross country stretch. And that could really use it. We had a couple outages in Laurel Lake this year that were caused because trees were actually up and in the wires. And it's not on the tree trimming plan for next year. So it could use it. And my thought would be I'd essentially tell Nate, go up there and spend $9,000 worth and end it there. But I want to just kind of see your feedback on that before I do it. But that would finish out the full 120,000, which obviously is what the state is looking for. We have all but I think 11,000 already in the money market for this. So we have 11,000 which we can use to pay the rest of it. Of the 23 plus the 9 plus the other 9. There's 11,000 that we have to come up with. So essentially, this one we have in paper, and then I would just get an authorization to approve up to another 18,000.
I'll make a motion that we approve invoices for trimming in the amount of $32,000 total.
32,500 or 32,000 total?
18 plus 23. It's actually 41.5. Did I do that right?
No.
No,
18. No. Oh, I did multiplication. Sorry.
No. Oh, sorry.
23 and 9 is 32. So
23,500 plus 9. Yeah, but you're saying 9, but there's 2 9s. There's 9,000 for danger trees and another 9,000 for Laurel Lake. It's 41,500.
That's not
for the work that's already done, you've got a $23,000 invoice. You're expecting our 23.5. Is that
this is 23.5? Yeah.
And then you have a 9,000 that you're expecting momentarily.
Yes. Oh, I see. You're doing that one as a.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do them separate because they're 2 separate things.
Yep.
Okay. So I'll make the motion that we approve invoices for tree trimming that's happened for $32,500.
Someone second that?
I will second that.
Or
Jen's smiling now.
is there any discussion?
So Laurel Lake is the only place that really seems to be the problem.
Everything needs it. I just
Thinking that.
that's one I wasn't thrilled that we didn't get it next year's, and that's that side of town.
Yep.
And it's a cross country run, so
It's a
that's
cross country run.
But that's not part of this.
Not part of this.
no,
motion.
not part of this.
That's gonna be a
Not
separate
part of this
motion.
motion.
So right now, it's, there's, a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's like 6 danger trees that we've already identified as they need to come down.
And they're marked.
And they're marked and ready to come down. That's part of this motion and the rest of the contract that he already has. Which he's almost completed at this point. 99% completed.
All right, so if there's no more discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, 32,500 has been allocated for the tree trimming that we've already kind of set aside, right?
Yes,
For the tree trimming that's already been invoiced.
already been invoiced.
All right. Now, does someone want to make a motion
Ready for the next one? I make a
Yep.
motion that we approve the expenditure of $9,000 for tree trimming on the Laura Lake extension.
Someone second that?
I will second it.
Any discussion?
Yeah, I'll get my minutes written in a second. So you had mentioned that we've set aside some and we're gonna have to come up with 11,000 to cover the 32.5 plus the 9. Correct? Is
Yeah.
that what I heard you say? So we still don't even have funds for what we approved. We're gonna have to find them. You're gonna have to find them somewhere, right?
Correct. There's still, difference between 9,000 and 11,000, what, $2,000 that we'd have to come up with.
2,000 we have to.
Yeah.
come up with. Okay,
For
Two
the-
2,000 to cover what you guys just approved, the
Yeah,
right.
32,500.
but that can come out of money market.
We're making a motion to approve tree trimming to spend off what we allocated, what we budgeted for.
Yeah.
In order to show the PUC that we are using this budgeted money for tree trimming, but we don't have it.
Very well worded.
Okay. Is there something we can give up to make that happen? Is there a way to make that happen? Or are we gonna be expecting somebody to do some work and not be able to pay them? Obviously not, but
So let me take just a step back to kind of explain what I do every month. So every month we put in $11,250. That's what we've been doing. And I take whatever we haven't paid out and I put it in the money market. So I've been doing that every month. I haven't done that for December yet because I wasn't sure where we were going to be and we didn't have the money to do it at that point in time. So I haven't done that for December. So that's why we're a little short right now. So this would normally fall in December anyway. And so that's kind of, I don't know if that helps or not, but I mean, we don't every month we struggle with coming up with the money, but you are very much correct. That's the Public Utility Commission in our rate case. Out of the 11 questions they asked, 5 of them were about the tree trimming and how much we spent so far this year. Because that was something we put in a known and measurable memo that said we're going to spend $120,000 next year, and so give us the rate for it. So they've already fronted us the rate for it, and that's why we have. They're pretty honest to make sure we actually do it. So if we don't, we're gonna have to back out.
They'll
that in our
claw it
next
back.
rate. They're gonna claw back our rate next year.
Yeah.
Against it.
understood. We have 2 weeks left of this month, I think.
Yeah.
And we have receivables in line for collecting that could potentially go to this? Yes, no?
I mean, yeah, we have, I don't know, we haven't really updated it today.
Yeah.
I think we have about $35,000 right now. But the problem is we have a $51,000 CDA that was due on the 10th that we're still trying to pay. We're still collecting towards that. And then we have another CDA that's going to hit us probably on the 20th is
Yeah.
usually when it hits us. That's probably going to be larger than 51,000 because that's the power bill. So yes, I mean, we're tight.
And it has to be spended by
this year.
Yes, by this year,
Yeah.
by December
Yeah.
31st. Check needs to be written and approved
Right.
and out the door. 31st.
I'd say it has to be written and approved. I don't plan to hand it to them until the work's done.
So it could run into January.
But again, you're gonna have another CDA in January. It's gonna be, and then we have Trevor in theory starting work in January on the next part of tree trimming. So we don't want to let it go too far, but I don't want to hand him a check that's with the work not being done. That doesn't make sense to me.
So is Nate gonna have time to do it?
Yes, it'll be in January. He's already said like even the danger trees are gonna be in January.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I know. That's why I asked what you guys want to do.
I might be the one to say that, unless we're really confident that we're gonna be able to cover this check, we might have to get it clawed back and have our rate cut if we can't do this. I mean, we need to know that we can cover this check. If there's something that can be deferred to January, to another year. But if we have $35,000 worth of revenue that's expected to come in, and we tend to like maybe only collect about 10, 15 of that, because we seem to carry about a 20 now, thousand. That would cover, that would potentially squeak both of those through. It's tight. If there's something that could be set aside, I don't know, any that can be disputed, can be not purchased. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't do all the calculations for all that, so I don't really know off the top of my head. I mean, we still have receivables, we just billed.
We just, that was.
So,
we
I mean,
just
our
billed
receivables
on
right now are
15,
$100,000 in receivables. we're expecting. Probably, I'd
Yeah,
say
I
it's
mean, we
about
just got 35,000 this week.
We actually just sent the municipal, so we're expecting a $5,000 check by the end of the year from the municipal center for the project that was there. Which is straight, I mean, other than paying, salary, by paying for the hours the guys work, that's straight. It's probably 4,000. I'm trying to think of other things that we have. Which one? Oh, yeah, well, that's not gonna happen before the end. I mean, if you're nervous about the check not clearing, like not having the cash for it,
We do.
we will have the cash.
Right. You just sent out your.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna have the cash for it. It's just, we may need to go into money market for CDAs because CDAs. This time of year, CDAs are huge.
Great. Did somebody make a motion and seconded? Okay. So I guess I would, obviously, if he's got the time and, it's gonna be an area that will put somebody out of power, this winter. It sounds like it will do that. I don't know how many, I don't know what kind of line importance it is, but getting those cleaned up out there in the woods, probably a good idea.
That's all it happens.
Now you want your picture taken? I don't either.
119.
Yeah, that was current calling, right? It's 119.
So that's what we should.
Of course, our CBA.
All right.
Sealed our
Sealed all the
windows.
windows.
Oh,
And the door is sealed now too, since our last meeting.
Nice. I gotta do that.
So if there's no more discussion, all in favor of I'm sorry, I'm a little bit drowsy. The 9,000 was it
Yeah.
allocated for Laurel Lake? All in favor? Aye.
But
All right.
Cool. Thank you guys. I will work with Nate on getting that figured out over there, how much we can do. I think it'll probably be most of Laurel Lake based on kind of how it's going. One other thing to just quickly mention on the tree trimming, just so you're aware, for those who don't know, Trevor Haverluck, his barn or his garage burned 2 days ago.
Oh, my God.
My understanding is he was working with his excavator at the time. I believe his bucket truck was out of the garage, but I believe his chipper might have been in it. I don't know if you've,
I didn't hear chipper. I heard a bunch of toys.
there's a bunch of toys, is what he said.
But also all of his chainsaws.
Yeah, and all his chainsaws. So,
Lucy.
yeah.
Poor guy.
so I feel so bad. He hasn't said much to me, but he also hasn't said that he's can't do the work.
Well,
But
he
it
has-
might delay it a little bit.
Yeah,
is what I
he
thought.
has you know, his employees should be able to
Right.
do some, yeah.
So just be aware. I don't think it's going to affect anything, but it's just something to be aware of.
He did have insurance, I hope.
I haven't heard. I assume he did, but I haven't heard anything. So
So again, what did he lose?
we don't really know.
Okay.
Well, from what his mother said, it was
Oh, he
like
did.
motorcycle, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Motorcycles, I think he just picked up like a 4-wheeler or
Yeah.
something like that.
But his
Yeah,
chainsaw.
all of his chainsaws, all of his chainsaw oil, all of the gas. That's what you need.
Yes.
You know, like everything, the bucket truck was not in there. And I think, yeah, his ex, I think I don't know
His
what,
chipper, we don't know.
yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
but he
And-
hasn't said anything about not being able to do it or delaying or anything. But I just figured I'd preface that with just be aware.
Thank you.
If it does happen, we may be delayed a month. I can't imagine it's going to delay that. If his bucket went up, obviously that would be a different story. But
Right.
I think he'll be right on it pretty quickly, but might be delayed a month or so.
Sadly, lost it. You know.
And so yeah, the dog.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway, that's all I had for tree trimming. The next thing, if you're good to go, Tyler, sorry.
Discuss and agree upon the officer clerk salary.
This clerk, I apologize for that.
Should be office.
You're an officer. Give that girl a badge.
Um,
That's what I was supposed to be.
so I'll kick off this part if you don't mind. So when we gave an offer to Amanda, the end of the offer said essentially we'll reevaluate in 6 months where you're at and reconsider essentially what we've offered. And so that was part of our offer to her was based on performance. We would see where you're at. So that was something we discussed like 3 months ago. I think we've kind of had a little bit of a conversation on this. Then we've had other conversations, obviously, about salary. And then I didn't know when Amanda had sent you a proposal of what to do after the 6 months. So I didn't realize that at the last meeting that was something that she had sent you guys. So I just wanted, when I found out about it, I wanted to make sure we put that on the table this is the 6-month period. It actually was technically the beginning of December was 6 months for her. So I think we should put it on the table. I didn't put executive session. We could go into executive session, or you guys could go into executive session to discuss this if you want to. But my proposal, Amanda, I'm not sure what you proposed, but my proposal, I think 3 months ago was around 10%. Is that what you put in as well? So that would be $3,800, $3,850 raise, bringing the salary to $42,350. Is that not correct?
No, because you, after COLA.
Oh, yes, and then we have the COLA adjustment. So I have it.
Paper, would you like to see the people?
Sure, I haven't seen other than what.
I didn't print mine out. I don't have my computer with me.
I'm good on my phone, it's a little hard to read.
You want me to make copies of this?
You can.
Yeah, just so that way everybody has one. Sorry, Tyler, I can't give you a copy.
It should be in your email. I sent her one.
That's the first time I've ate that. It ain't bad.
You make them and you didn't try it yet?
Oh,
How do you do that? I try everything I make.
yeah. It was a morning of all chocolate. Didn't taste so much.
I don't like fudge. Honestly, that's why I said I would take a piece for Dennis. I love chocolate, but I'm not a fudge person. And I'm not a brownie person, which is very
The
strange.
brownies that I made that I didn't bring because they all crumbled. And I had to put them in bags, so I'll eat them.
Those are the best kind.
Walnuts. And they go good with beer too.
There you go. You have to say that twice in my house.
But if you want, I brought some chocolate walnut fudge.
Oh,
You better be good.
My legal.
I've got a little baggie in there. You can take some for your wife.
Well,
If he wants to share it.
she's had enough. We had cookies. I ate cookies for 2 days.
Oh,
She went to a cookie thing and cookies and cookies and cookies.
She brought him
Oh,
up
are
to
they?
town and that's all they've been eating.
Thank you.
yeah.
So 43,408.75 is what that is.
COLA takes effect when?
Yeah, I would say that already
was
took
September.
effect.
Cost of living rate, that's what that stands for.
Cost of living adjustment.
Oh.
Yeah.
Smart.
What does raise offered to start January 1 mean? Or maybe it's in here, but I don't think it is.
On one of your last meetings, I think there was discussion of possible raises that were mentioned.
That might have been the thing that I proposed.
Yeah, that was, so basically, I also think James didn't realize the COLA, because at that time he was still saying I was only at 38.5.
Yeah. Because that's when we started this, we hadn't done COLA yet.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, I'm not at 38.5, so I tried to explain the difference in the salary.
So we could just kind of scratch that line right out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's
Right.
essentially what she's starting at, that 2.5 COLA.
That was just in there for comparison.
Yeah, I was just, yeah.
And I just raise aside, I want to just express Amanda has gone above and beyond. Amanda has been amazing to have in the office. I'm able to hand off things for her to work on, and she gets it done faster than I would expect to get it done. She's been able to handle the office completely when I'm out, which has been fantastic. Obviously, she shows up into work on time, most of the time early. She's here, solid hours, solid days, doesn't take a lunch, and has been fantastic to work with. So I just, from that perspective, review wise, she has clearly gone above and beyond what this job, what we put out for a job offer. And I think she really does deserve the She has my praise, and I do think she really does deserve this.
He's
I
also
agree.
saying, he's also saying that because I've been dealing with the solar thing all day today.
I feel like she might quit tomorrow if I don't say how.
Today was a very, very stressful day.
So Jim, would this have been your recommendation?
My recommendation was 10%. So,
Okay,
yeah, so 10% on the COLA is essentially what she's doing. So
I'm talking about the 6-month recommendation. You were gonna come,
it was
you never did come to us with a recommendation.
correct because we started having the full conversation
Yeah.
with salaries and benefits. So we never did
Right.
fully do that. My recommendation was a 10% increase on
Okay,
the base pay. So yeah,
I just want to make sure we're,
it's full circle. Yeah,
which way it's supposed to work here.
correct.
I'm a bit confused. Are you salary right now or hourly?
I'm salary.
Okay.
I was just breaking down for you the hours.
Yeah.
So I was salary hired at 30,
8,500.
no, those hours that I was hired.
Oh,
32.
32 hours.
yeah.
Yeah. But I
And
put in
you
there
regularly put more
30.
than, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I put 34 plus because I'm typically here not 9 to 4, but 8:15
Right.
to 4 or so. So therefore, I'm already putting in
Right.
more hours than.
What we asked for.
And you know, if there's an outage or something, yes, I know I'm salary, but I will come in. I do come in. I came in for a Saturday, so I do feel like I'm putting in more hours than I initially was hired
Yeah.
on for.
Can you explain COLA to me, like when it usually kicks in, why it kicked in a like midstream weird time? And it might be, it's, I think it might have already been explained 3 times.
No, you're fine. So COLA is cost of living adjustment. We typically, it's been 2 years. We have, this follows with the cost of living adjustment for the Social Security Administration issues. So that's where we get the percentage from. Last year, I want to say they did 3.5%. This year we did 2.5%. And so essentially what it's supposed to do is adjust for inflation. So as inflation goes up, they adjust and say your 70,000 you make, whatever it is, 50,000 you make now is now only worth this much. And so we do an adjustment to make up for it. Don't reboot. And so that's the goal of the COLA. We did it early this year. So typically last year we did it in January. Is when we did it. 2024.
Isn't that okay?
Would be typically we would do a January
That's what I thought.
1st start. The problem is our rate cases. In order to include it in a rate case, you have to do it when your rate case goes in effect. And so this year we had to do it early in order to make it go into the rate case. And so we did a September 1st start this year.
We voted on it in September.
I knew I was.
We've actually, I think we voted on it in July, so we can submit it in our rate case for
Right.
September 1st start. And we're probably going to wind up doing it again early this year with the rate case. So it's probably going to wind up being a mid-year thing that we do to align with the rate case is typically what we're probably going to wind up doing. Because otherwise we have to come up with the cash some other way without. So, Andy, you said this is like $40 a week, right? Something like that. You calculated it somewhere.
What's that?
Yeah.
This raise the equivalent of what it would be per week out of our budget. It was like $40 a week, something like that.
Oh no, my pay was like 40, so 44, but then we said I also have to pay Beamers on it.
Oh yeah, and the Beamers we have the 7%.
Yeah. So even though it may be going up, it's actually not what it's going to say on that paper because it's actually going to go down.
Yeah.
I forgot about having to pay Beamers more when I get paid.
Well, considering how many hours you do put in, um, I think this is uh, pretty low of a proposal as far as like we if we were talking about $25 an hour for 32-hour work week, like you'd barely be making $25 an hour if you work like on hourly pay with this. Like considering how many hours you actually do put in.
Yep.
So I
That's
was
fine.
just wanted to highlight that.
So how much per hour is
I-
it breaking up to be?
I just calculated 24.55. Is that what you were
Yeah,
right
it's
on?
definitely less than the 20.
That's at 34. That's at 34 hours a week. It's 24.55 an hour.
I mean, I'm still not getting the 20. I was showing what it would be if somebody was doing 32 hours and 25. But being that I am salary, I understand coming in and doing more hours than what.
Oh, it says it right there.
Yeah, I tried to
Yeah.
break everything down.
Yeah, it's
Because it's only a $10 difference between me doing 34 hours and.
Yeah. I make a motion that we approve the 10% increase to the, COLA, salary, so the current salary, which would bring it to, $43,408.75 annually. Did I say that right?
You did. Can I just add effective the first payroll of January?
Yeah.
Just so that it doesn't mess up our ending. And I talked to Amanda about that and she said that's fine.
Not giving you any more work.
You good with that, Tyler? Effective January,
Yeah,
the
the
first
first
payroll.
paycheck of
Yep.
January. Does someone second that?
I second it.
Any discussion? That as there's no discussion, all in favor of raising the office clerk's salary from 39,462.50 to $43,408.75 effective first payroll of January. Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. That has been approved. One second.
All right, and the last thing that I had was I think there's I have a hunch that there's a few benefits that we can agree on. And so I was just hoping to, as I said, I'm trying to start working on the employee handbook. And so I'm trying to get the ones that we don't have to discuss or limited discussion. I was hoping we could just kind of, say that, we're good to go on those. So I could start putting that into a handbook. So I think some of these will take a little bit of discussion. The big three that I was hoping we could discuss, four of them. Vacation time, sick time, paid holidays, and personal days. I think those four, I'm hoping we can have a discussion and
So,
What was the last one?
vacation time, sick time, paid holidays, and personal days. Is anybody against any of those? Think that it's going to take too long to discuss any of them? I don't think so. I think they're going to be fairly straightforward, but obviously if we get to a point where it's taking, I don't want it to take an hour to have this conversation. I don't think it will. So I'm hoping to kind of tip these off. But I want to, if we start going long, we can just table it for the time, if that's okay.
Mhm.
So the first thing, my proposal, so the vacation time is the big one. that I think we don't have much structure around right now. Again, we haven't really had full-time employees, so vacation time hasn't really been something that we have had. I have 3 weeks right now. Amanda has 2 weeks vacation. That was just kind of how we did it. And so my suggestion is that we go into a earned by year amount. So 0 to 3 years. I have this written down, Jen, if you want to. 0 to 3 years would be 120 hours, which is essentially 3 weeks. Then 3 to 5 years would be 36 hours, which is I think it was 136 hours. I'm sorry, 136 hours, which is 18 days. So you get a couple extra days there. 5 to 10 years of service would be 160 days, or it's 160 hours. And then 10 years plus would be 200 hours, which would be 25 days total. That's there. Down right there, just so you have it. So that's my proposal. You guys have seen these numbers already once. So I'm not sure if there's discussion, concerns. Obviously, if we think it's not good, we can go back to the drawing table. I'm absolutely fine with that. So, does it make sense?
Yeah, no, I was just wondering what the increase between, in weeks, so like 136, you said would be.
Are these both the same then?
Or what?
For the manager and the clerk, both? the
Yes,
same?
yeah. I'm saying a full-time employees would be the same.
Yeah,
We
okay,
essentially move everybody to the same table. You're a full-time employee,
right.
and this is the outlined schedule for how your hours of vacation work. And this is in line with, I believe I looked at the town and BEPSA on this, and then we also had the survey of all the other
Right.
municipalities. So I kind of grouped all 3 of them together into a bunch, and that's about what. Some of them went to 6 weeks vacation, which I thought seemed like a lot. But when you get into the 10 plus years, I just kept it simple, and I think 5 weeks vacation seems pretty generous.
Having hung around a place for a long time,
You don't use it when it gets that
you
bad.
don't use it anyway. So,
So
and it's the easiest for a board to grant is, okay, we'll give you another week's vacation.
Right.
Go away, stop talking.
Do hours roll over or do they start over?
They roll over for vacation. What I put together, you can decide however you want to do it. What I put in is you could do up to twice the vacation that you earn. So if you can earn 3 weeks of vacation, you can bank up to 6 weeks. Which I think seemed pretty standard. And then you lose it. Obviously, you can't earn any more until
Right.
you've used that vacation. The one big catch that you guys should be aware of is if somebody has vacation and then they leave and they've earned that vacation, we have to pay them by law. So that would be the big.
Yeah.
Do you have an expectation of start, looking back?
Yeah.
All that.
My suggestion, if Amanda's okay with it and the board, would be essentially to clean the slate as of January 1st. I think we're all pretty equal right now. I think after I use my vacation up, I think we're a pretty clean slate. I have a couple of vacation days I'm taking at Christmas. And then we would just start doing earn time at that point.
Yeah.
Is that reasonable?
Yep.
And then what's there? Another thing. And then I said a week. You have to notify me. I mean, it's just Amanda and I, so I said a week in advance, but if
What's
something
take
comes up.
vacation?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was say I don't take any vacation in the winter.
I say,
anyways, and
I
I
never
don't.
take vacation.
My husband's never able to take it, so.
So, Would you like to go down the list and then
Approve all of it at once or?
and do a slate, or shall we just approve each one as they are presented to us? I guess I'm asking the board.
Print something while you're deciding.
I'm okay with vacation as it's been described.
Okay, so maybe we'll just do them individually,
Yeah, let's do it.
both make motions and,
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
okay, thanks, Tyler.
All right, does someone want to make a motion to accept the vacation hours as presented?
I'll make that motion.
Someone second that?
I will second that.
Is there any discussion? Being no discussion, all in favor of approving the vacation hours as presented? Aye.
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 Aye. Any nays? Alright, the vacation hours have been approved as presented. What was the next?
So we have
Sick time.
sick time. You took it away from me.
Right.
Oh. No, he's gonna have to describe that because he says as needed on this sheet.
Yeah, and I created more clarification around that.
So we'll wait for James to come back in after he gets done printing something.
Okay,
Hurry up, little boy.
Oh, I don't know. 40-page document.
Tell me that means circles going round and round and round.
Well, hopefully the animal doesn't cut out.
What did you end up doing with that hawk or that falcon?
Go away.
He didn't flew away.
No way. I have a picture of the poor thing.
Is he still in your car?
No,
That
He's gone.
so-
You had to go give him a toss in the woods?
no, I tossed him in the woods. No, deep ravine to him and that.
I'll go down in there.
The wife asked me if he was still in the car. Quite often.
Well, you better take her for a ride in the car so she'll believe you.
What?
You better take her for a ride in the car so she'll believe you.
No.
No, does she ride with you often?
Oh,
Your wife?
no, it was fun. She rides with me.
Remember you're recording still.
Yeah.
Just, you're still recording, Kenny. Shh.
Thank you. I can get into some dirt water, man.
Well, I'm usually the one that watches these, so I sit there laughing at some of the side conversations.
At least I can't see our face, right?
Well, I'm purposely sitting over here in the corner so I can't be seen. I didn't like it last time.
We're down in that little corner.
I see it now.
Yeah.
Before I couldn't because James's head was in the.
Wow.
Where the hell'd you go, bud?
I just,
It's been a long day.
it's been a long day.
Because I've worked on,
Good, right?
we worked on the solar house today.
We were working on Burgess.
Yeah, could I see that?
Yes. Yes.
And yeah, I was working on errors and omissions.
I like Monday. I think it's like right before the holidays, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
There, you have it right here.
You looking?
I'm looking for what I wrote down for, as I said, I've been working on it, so I've been putting it in. This is our, what I'm gonna propose is our,
Beginning of the.
this is the beginning of the work,
40 pages.
40 pages.
It's a
Page
small office,
39.
James. I just thought I'd remind
I
you.
know, I was gonna say.
It's all like,
repeat.
Like we could not have it, but like, I mean, bereavement leave, we have to, like, we have to put it in. You know what I mean? Like, that, again, it's not.
39.
All right, well, I'll go off what I have from memory and I'll write it down and make sure I update it. So what I had was the, that, I believe it was for every, 30,
Are we talking about sick pay now?
sick, yeah.
Okay.
Are you taking it?
Mhm.
Sorry, you can. It's just not stapled together. Well, I should have just printed all of those.
You could just do control find and then. do some-
Well, but I was hoping to open it up on here, but I don't have it on here because it's on my desktop. Here, you want to look? I'm just-
Like me to help you. Control F, 6.
Yeah, that's what Amanda does. She keeps me in line.
I have one of those too.
Then page 14 is where it's.
Well, this is page 30, 20,
All right.
25.
Can I just say it from here? You guys kind of hear me?
Yeah.
So sick accrual, 1 hour of sick leave for every 30 hours of work performed. Employees who may not accrue more than 48 hours or 6 regularly scheduled workdays of paid leave, whichever is greater at any given time. So essentially you accrue it at 1 hour for every 30 hours worked. But you can hold a maximum accrual of 6 days. And if you hit that 6 days, you have to wait until you use it before you move on. That's what I saw on this particular thing. Numbers, I'm up for anything you guys want to do. But I know you guys didn't like the as needed, so I wanted, and I was gonna propose doing the same thing for personal time, kind of the same.
Maximum of 6 hours or 6
days.
days.
Not even printed.
Did I die? That's not even printed.
Yeah, you've got like,
15.
no. You've got like, you gotta undo this staple because you start with 30, then you go to 29, 28, 27, 26. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. It just counts backwards. Then you have 25 again. Then you have 26 and 27, 28.
Third pile.
How do you want to do it? Keeping track of
6 9.
6.
So
I don't know
we,
if he's gonna do payroll.
yeah, it'd be through the
Yeah.
payroll.
Okay.
I don't work.
You
Big
you
time.
can just automatically put it in there.
What do you mean?
It will earn it for you. You can put it
Yeah,
like.
you plug it in and it calculates it for you, and then you have to say this many hours reused. I'm a little concerned because right now it's, so let me just explain the as needed really quick, and then we can decide how we want to go. So the reason I put as needed, essentially, we're both salary. We both have a job to get done and we both know we have to get it done. So if we are sick or we take time off, historically, we just have to make up the time because I mean, I've worked Saturdays, I've worked Sundays because you got to get the job done. So that's why I've been doing as needed. But I know you guys didn't like that or needed more definition around it. So I could provide more of that, or we can go to a more structured. So I wanted to kind of give sense. But yes, our payroll provider can very much do this. But again, it's It is 2 employees. I'm not convinced we need to, but that's up. I think for an employee benefit, I think this actually is better because this actually is going to give us more sick time than we're probably ever going to use if we do as needed.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion
Well,
on
what
how
does
we.
The Labor Department say, the Vermont Labor, don't we have?
Yeah, we
to-
have to do paid medical leave or paid time off for medical leave. It's 3. I want to say it's 3 days a year. It's not much. This would be more than what we would.
Got it.
Yeah, we'd be higher than what they.
Um,
My only question too with that, what he was saying about the payroll thing, do we pay them payroll more if we
It
have
would
to,
cost us a little bit more,
That's
but
what
it's
I was
not.
for them to keep track of it?
It might be. It's not going to be much. We don't pay much for payroll in the end.
and you just had a baby, you just had
Yep.
time off. What is that called? ML? What?
Yeah, FMLA.
FMLA. And how does that work?
I didn't think that, but you get, you're supposed to get 3 weeks, 6 weeks. It's a lot.
12 weeks.
12 weeks of
12 weeks
vacation.
paid and
Right.
to keep your position
Yeah.
for 3 months after that,
Yeah.
unpaid but secured in case.
Right.
Yeah.
I've never I haven't taken
Yeah,
it since my
that's
son was
fine.
20. I haven't taken it since back then, but
But yeah, it's, I think I took a week.
Yeah.
But yeah, technically it's supposed to be more than that, but it's a salary position. You got to do what you got to do. And, it can't function without.
But that could kill a small organization.
It could, yeah. So that's why we needed documented what we do.
Yeah.
And
I
that
mean,
sense of,
let's put it on a scope. I've been here 6 months. I've taken 1 sick day and I was actually told to stay home.
I told her to
He
stay
didn't
home.
want me to get him sick. The next day I came in with a mask because I'm more the type to, even or take my laptop home so I'd still be working from,
No.
So I guess my question for you is, do you want it more structured like this, or do you just want me to add some clarification around what as need? My concern is,
Clarification and as needed. It
Right.
would just, I've never heard this before. That's all.
the as needed.
Yeah, but
So my only concern is if we hire somebody, like say Amanda leaves for some reason, and we hire somebody who isn't Amanda, that can be more complicated unless we have
Yeah.
it structured.
I
And
think
so
you have
that's
to
the
have a
only
structure to fall back on.
Okay. So maybe we put the structure in here,
Put the structure in and
see if we need it, we start implementing it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
makes sense.
in basic, because that way at least it's in there in case, because even if you leave,
Yeah,
you could get
absolutely.
somebody that I'm sitting there having to whip them into shape to.
Right. So I'll work that into this, but I don't think we need to really vote on that until we do the full.
You'll
vote.
just read it to us.
Yeah.
When you're done.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm hoping to do this in sections. Are you okay with personal time being the same thing? We'll do the same, I'm thinking the same calculation as sick time. We'll put it in the same way and then
When will that document be presented for us to vote on?
So I
I'm
mean, I don't know.
hoping March-ish.
Like, I don't have to write down in my minutes, the sick
No.
time, blah, 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 the personal time, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
no.
That we
Just
just.
say
agree.
as we discuss, no
Yeah.
decisions are made.
Okay.
That way we can approve it as part of the meeting. Okay,
When you only have one more.
I only have one more. And we're gonna be out of here. Okay?
And that's holiday.
Holiday. All right, here's the holidays I have. You guys tell me if you don't like them.
You have to say them in a jingle.
You do not want me to say it in a jingle.
You're a jolly old man.
You go play Santa.
yeah.
I have the red cheeks. I get rosy red cheeks. I think you made me blush. I just gotta tell you. When you said that,
There you are, Red.
I'm bright red right now. I can feel it.
Here's two.
Oh, I know.
You
It's
get
the
hot
whole-
red.
And then my watch yells at me to relax.
Oh,
You
that
know,
does?
like one
Your
of
blood
those things,
pressure
my
goes
blood
up.
pressure goes up and it's not good.
So the holidays are,
New Year's Day. Martin Luther King Day. Sorry, am I going too fast?
I'm
Is that-
okay.
Just right now, yeah.
Can we
abbreviate.
just say the federal holidays?
No, because we don't have one of the federal holidays.
Okay.
President's Day. town meeting day, which is a Vermont holiday, but I am required to go to town meeting, and I think as a municipality in Vermont, we should encourage others to go to town meeting. But I do have that as a floating holiday. So if someone did want to work, they could and use the holiday at a different time. Memorial Day. One I'm skipping that's federal holiday is Juneteenth. I'm more than happy to add it back in, but it was another one I had as a floating holiday originally, and now I'll tell you what I exchanged it for in a second. Independence Day, 4th of July. Labor Day. Columbus/Indigenous Peoples Day, depending on your preference. Veterans Day. Thanksgiving Day. I have the day after Thanksgiving as a second floating. So you can take it then or float it to a different day. And then Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. That's a total of 13 holiday days. If I count right.
Yes.
Okay, so Juneteenth is no? Or
Correct.
Juneteenth is,
As of my recommendation right now, yes,
It could be a floating holiday.
you could make it a third floater. So I exchanged. So I originally didn't have Christmas Eve as a day.
Yeah.
And then I looked it up and it seems that most places get Christmas Eve as closed. And I can't imagine we're going to have a whole lot of people coming in the door on Christmas Eve.
No.
So I decided to exchange Juneteenth for that. The problem with federal holidays is when there's a federal holiday, the banks are closed and the post office is closed. So we really don't get many payments and we really don't have anywhere to put the money kind of thing. And so we're very quiet on federal holidays in general. So that's the only thing I would say on that. But again, if somebody walks in the door, I mean, Juneteenth is one of those days that I don't think many people get it off.
when is President's Day?
President's Day
February.
is the third Monday of February.
Usually Robert's birthday. 16th this year.
And that's one that pretty much most people take,
Which one?
President's Day.
Yes. I think the only one I never got off in my previous jobs. But obviously town meeting day was the big one that I don't think I've gotten off in previous jobs. And day after Thanksgiving, I was in retail. I didn't get the Black Friday off in retail. So those were the two that are a little different from what I've had historically, but
So the paid holidays are really looking at your public. Is the public going to miss accessing this office on that day? Since you can't go to the bank and you can't get mail on most of them.
right.
You can't do business. Yeah, so might as well take it off. Yeah.
I don't know if you need a vote on this or just say, yeah, everything looks good. Again, it's going to be in a bigger pamphlet, but I thought these were things we could check off on our list.
Yeah.
That we don't have to talk about it. Hopefully.
Well, we made a motion for the vacation.
Right. I think that's a change of policy that I'd like to implement. And it was essentially a policy that's been created. I guess the holidays, would be kind of a change of policy. I think it'd be nice to get the holidays as a vote too. Yeah.
I'll make a motion to accept the slate of holiday as presented.
Second.
Any discussion? Being no discussion, all in favor of,
He stretched. Tyler.
You wake up, Tyler?
trying to, yeah. All right, the vacations have been, passed as,
You good with it, Ken? No? You vacation time off, paid time off for vacation?
I never had any ever.
Are you a nay?
Well, time off.
Are you, what is it? I abstain. Would you like to abstain from the vote? Or are you all in favor?
I'm all in favor.
Okay.
Smart man.
No, I never had any raises. Well, I did, actually. The only two guys I worked for, we gave me raises before I even started. And then once I started, they get all kinds of them. Vehicles to drive, fill them up on the Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were great. The only thing, they both had sons that worked with the business. They didn't get nothing.
Kenny was the favorite.
Well, I went to work for Francis Gainer, worked for him for I don't know how many years, and I went to work for him. Put me in charge, gave me a vehicle, and Jesus, all kinds of shit.
uh,
That's all I have.
is that it?
That's it.
We did personal the same as sick, right?
And obviously, once I plug in the numbers, we want to tweak the numbers and it's fine.
So does someone want to make a motion to adjourn?
I will make that motion.
1 hour.
Someone second that?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The meeting's adjourned at 7:10.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right on the month. All
All
right,
right.
get better.
Very